Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Kraków, to one of the most, if not the most beautiful cities in Poland. Yes, I am here at this moment, but before I start this video with the news that I have for you, I would like to address something of more personal nature, but I would like you to help me to figure out what is the best way to approach it and what would you prefer for me to do. And what I am trying to say here is this: if you're not interested in this topic, go to the timestamp will be attached below this video and you can just get straight to the news. But it's an important subject for me and I really would like to address it. Well, first of all, in the last few days, actually weeks, but days recently, even more often, I have been receiving some comments under the videos and under the picture that I post, or pictures that I post on my community page while I am traveling. Those comments were coming from people who don't understand how I can travel so much like this, and I might have a lot of money because I'm doing this, and you know, something that is quite frustrating for them. I've explained this before, that this was my decision to sell the place that belonged to my family and to take part of that money and spend it on my traveling, to decide where maybe I would like to settle down eventually. When I was in Russia, I felt some sense of urgency to record daily videos while being outside, and that was sometimes quite challenging due to the weather. And you know, also editing those videos, putting the clips together, takes time. But I thought that the viewers will appreciate those travel videos and they will see some value in this, and I continue with this. Although I started a little bit before Russia, but Russia was really this point when I realized that people like seeing other places too, not just me sitting at home and reading from the computer screen the updates from Poland. So I continue with those outside videos, but it seems like some people are not really enjoying me showing places because they cannot travel, they cannot afford the travel, which I understand. I've been in my life many times in situation like this when I was completely bankrupt. I was not able to afford anything. Actually, I owned money I had to pay this American lifestyle that I got caught into, you know, credit cards and stuff. And why I'm saying all of this to you guys, because I simply want to ask you a question. Would you like me rather to sit inside any room, apartment, hotel, whatever it will be, and just read to you the news and continue with interviews, of course, or you actually don't mind when I have these videos, as this one for example, where I am walking and then finding some place to sit down and read you the news. Yes, with my broken English, but at least I'm trying my best. So I would like to hear from you, because it's important, you know, I put time and I put energy into this. Of course, this is not the hardest thing to do in life, and we all know it. But I believe there is still some value that comes with those videos, at least for some people. So this is the beginning with the story that is really important for me to hear from you. And now, since they have some recordings here, guys, maybe I go on the other side, I show you. But where I am is actually a very nice area. Here is the theater. It's a very beautiful building. Here we have the church, which I think is the Holy Cross Church. And I'm staying not too far away from this place. It's a great location. It's a little square here, so maybe I can sit down and read you what I have for you. You can check the time right here, different clocks. You can see we have, I think we have Tbilisi, San Francisco, even Cusco in Peru, and there is Edinburgh, I believe, Rochester in the United States, right here, and at the end we have Kraków time. So, very beautiful place. I love the old buildings, I love the history, and Kraków is the place for that. And you see there are some homeless people here, unfortunately, but let me read you guys the news that I have for you. Maybe this will be a good spot, and then the second news we can change and move to another location. So let's start with something shorter that I have for you. And what it is that President Duda, Andrzej Duda, was very recently in Mongolia, from all the places. Mongolia, a country that has a 3.34 million population and is situated right between Russia and China. So in between those two major countries we have Mongolia. And what Duda was doing there? Well, he became a lawyer during his visit. He actually received an honorary doctorate in the field of law from Mongolian State University. But this visit has more than this situation, this event. He said few words and I would like to read to you, because Mongolia is quite strategic place. It's actually on my bucket list to see. I think it's a beautiful place. But Duda's words during this visit were, and I'm quoting, "I am convinced that Mongolia can make an important contribution to the efforts of the international community to protect international law and help bring Russian war criminals to justice." Another quote, "As the President of the Republic of Poland, I would like to assure you that we Poles understand Mongols like few other nations. Like you, for centuries, we have been situated between two dominant neighbors." So it's interesting, right? Why he's going there, to the country that is right in between Russia and China, and talking about things like this. And he became a lawyer. You know, I will attach the picture from this event in the community page so you can see it. And now the second thing, maybe we can move a little bit, and then I want to end video next to Barbakan, which is a very beautiful fortress that was actually created in the end of 1400, 1490, 1498, and that was during the time when they were afraid of Turkish invasion on Poland. I think here is another place to sit, so let me give you, see here. Okay, a little bit further there. Maybe let's go and check the Barbakan first, and then we go to Planty, which is very beautiful park. It goes all around this area, and you can see some flowers blossoming now. It's a gorgeous city. I don't know if you've ever been to Kraków. I know some of you have been, and you can explore this beautiful area. This is the theater, Teatr imienia Juliusza Słowackiego. Very much, I think is it Art Deco style? Haven't been inside yet. I will have to see what kind of place they have. And the second news is about the farmers again, guys. But I will have to sit down and read you the numbers and the details from the article. But it's not just about Ukrainian grain, that, by the way, has entered Poland in the number of 4 million tons, as far as was estimated to this day. So here you will see, we just stop here, you can see Barbakan behind me. See the fortress. And this wall goes all the way around this area. It's very impressive, a beautiful place. And right next to it you have a park, which is called Planty. And you can take lovely walks while you are staying in the old town. Here we have many places to sit down. Let me just find one. Perfect. Okay, so now let's talk about the situation with the farmers. Like I said, the issue is not just with the grain, but now we also have the fruits. So let me tell you what's going on. The fruit situation, everyone, is gonna be not fun when the summer comes. The article I came across a few days ago, but as you know, I have been traveling, so I didn't have that much time to report. It's from April 21st. Wiadomości.pl, this is the portal, and it says another scandal is being prepared because it is no longer profitable to buy fruits from Poland. Frozen food from Ukraine drove in like tourists. This is a tragedy for us, says the president of the Association of Fruit Growers of the Republic of Poland, Mirosław Maliszewski. And after the grain, another problem looms on the horizon. Processing companies have cold stores full of Ukrainian frozen food and argue that it's no longer profitable for them to buy this year the fruits from Poland. And this person, who is the president of the Association of Fruit Growers, Maliszewski, he says this: we demand increased control activities, especially in the field of testing for heavy metals and other substances that do not meet Polish and EU standards. We demand a renegotiation of international agreements that Poland has accepted in recent years and which enabled the uncontrolled import of agricultural products from Ukraine. And here is a little bit more information what is exactly the product. So it's mainly the strawberries, blueberries and berries. And in a few weeks the first harvest will begin. First it will be strawberries, then raspberries, and among these fruits the situation at the beginning will be the most difficult. The first crisis will certainly affect the producers of soft and berry fruits. I have more numbers for you, because actually at the end of this article it says that it's not just this, it's also apples. There is a high probability that the situation in the apple market will not be much better. And as you know, Poland is known in the world for its apples. It's one of the biggest exports of Polish fruits. Apples are. We have many great apples here. So that's another fruit that will be in the same situation as the berries. As it turned out, the Ukrainian product can be even 1/4 cheaper. Only an unreasonable cold store owner would take a Polish expensive raspberry, this guy said. So last year, over 24 tons of frozen raspberries were imported to Poland from Ukraine. 24 tons of raspberries, and we had 4 million tons of Ukrainian grain. In January this year, more than 37 of all frozen raspberries produced in Ukraine were imported to Poland. You can see the horses passing by. So in January, 37 of all frozen raspberries produced in Ukraine from the entire production of Ukraine. 37% went to Poland. That's it, guys. There you have it. I think it's just the beginning, right? Well, I am here now in Kraków, my day number 2, and I would like to hear from you, those who have watched the beginning of this video, if you prefer when I report from the apartment where I can just sit down and focus and read to you things, or you still would like to see the walking videos like this. Lots of love, everyone. Thank you for being here with me. Please make sure to join me on Locals. I really appreciate. It's a platform that is safe, you know, and I can always put content there. Also, those of you who follow me on Instagram, I appreciate it very much because you can see more travels and a little bit more personal side of me that I'm not, you know, ashamed to show. I am who I am, and if some of you have problem, I know some comments were like that perhaps you should not be here with me on this journey. Thank you, guys, and I see you in the next video. Bye, guys.